It's time for Mount Union basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN and live on the AM 1310 Facebook, X, and the Q92 YouTube channel. Now let's take you live courtside to our play-by-play team of Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller. This is Mount Union Purple Raider basketball, brought to you by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
Tonight, it's OAC Division III college basketball as we bring you the Heidelberg Student Princes against our 20-2 Mount Union Purple Raiders. Hi again, everybody. I'm Sam Bourquin, as always, joined by my partner, Ryan Keller. It's good to be back home for the second consecutive game. Tonight, the Student Princes come to town, a team that ruined the Purple Raiders' perfect season back in early January. Little payback tonight here at the Mac Center. What do you think?
Yeah, they definitely need some payback. There's a different energy to this Mount team during pregame warmups than we've seen, too. I think they want that payback as well, and you could definitely feel it. And the easiest thing to do that, to get that payback, is to just hit shots. The last time these two teams met, Mount Union shot very poorly, 35% for the game, as opposed to Heidelberg shooting 50%. And then Mount followed it up with a worse shooting performance the following week. And then they've kind of got out of that. They've been playing really good basketball, playing complementary basketball. They're spreading the scoring around. Again, last time these two teams met, I mean, you had 5 players from Mount Union basically on the floor when we're used to seeing them rotate and having 10 and 12 guys play. The big minutes, Hamilton, Kaysenheiser, and Moore. Those were the 3 top scorers and the only guys in double digits. So they do what they've been doing the last couple games, spread the ball around and just hit shots. I think you're going to see a completely different outcome than we saw a couple weeks ago in Heidelberg.
Don't think we'll see another 27 of 72 shooting performance from the Purple Raiders. And meanwhile, Heidelberg that day, they basically really only played 5 guys too.
Yeah.
Gainey and Lawal got in for a couple of spots, but pretty much it was Bosma, Johnson-Nichols, Vasquez, Gossam, and Killens, and that was it. And we talked a little bit before the game. Mount was perfect going into that game. There was a lot of stuff going on there. Injuries, guys getting back from hurt, a long break, the Christmas, days off, travel, and it just all came to a head that day. And then a couple days later, they go up to Northern, and it happens again. But since then, the Purple Raiders have been locked in. They are almost 100% healthy. And it looks like they're ready to take things up a notch. And, boy, they sure play well at home.
Yeah, they do. And coming off of that, a big win against Otterbein, getting yourself right back at the top of the OAC when it comes to home seat advantage for the tournament. That's where they want to stay. They've played undefeated at home all season long. You want to continue that trend into the tournament and to keep this things going. So a big game for the Purple Raiders, a revenge game for the Purple Raiders, but a different energy and some different unis. I know you don't like them just because
I like them,
yes.
But you know what? You haven't lost at home all year in your white unis. Now they're going to go to the grays tonight. They are sweet.
They're good.
I'm telling you, the older I get, the more superstitious I become.
I know I'm going to miss the Cavs tonight. I've watched 3 in a row. They've won 3 in a row, and they're tipping off at 7 as well. So
I think you're safe.
I might pull my tablet up, though, just to keep it up there.
We're safe. Purple Raiders are arm in arm to our right, along with the coaching staff. They're getting ready for tonight's national anthem. Same deal at the other end of the floor as the Student Princes of Heidelberg are across the floor, looking up at the big flag and getting ready for our Star-Spangled Banner as well. Don't forget, Saturday coming up, 1 o'clock, Mount Union will take on the Quakers of Wilmington. We'll be here Saturday afternoon. All the action right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Again, the tip-off is 1 o'clock this Saturday right here at the Mac Center. Let's pause for our national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars the through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A nice rendition by Michael Gregg, part of the Mount Union coaching staff here, delivering our national anthem tonight. Getting ready for tip-off between the Purple Raiders and the student Princeton. Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller dialed in. Dan Buckle behind the PA tonight. DJ Relly Rell in the corner, getting people fired up. And we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here between the Raiders and Heidelberg. OAC Hoops on your Wednesday night. The crowd filling in. Not going to be a big as gathering as we had on Saturday, but hopefully a nice crowd will fire in here in the next 5 or so minutes. And then Saturday, looking for a nice crowd. I'm assuming Saturday is going to be senior day. I would assume.
It has to be.
I mean, if it's not Saturday, I don't know when it'll be.
Right.
So we'll have that going on Saturday. Of course, Wilmington will be in town for the 1 o'clock tip right here on 1310 WDP. Let's pick up DJ Relly Rell and get you tonight's starting lineups here before tonight's game. There's your starting five tonight. Kasenizer, Moore, Farrington, Taylor, and Lorich for the Purple Raiders. For Heidelberg, Vasquez, Wilkins, Bosma, Johnson, Nichols, and Gossip. Purple Raiders. Oh, they're changing their uniforms tonight. Gray jerseys, gray shorts, purple numbers and letters with the purple and white trim. The purple M on the jerseys, the shorts, and the purple trim across the shoulders, down the side of the jerseys and the shorts as well. Heidelberg is going to go with the orange jerseys tonight here with the orange pants, black numbers and letters trimmed in the white with just the word Berg on the front of the jersey and the black trim down the side of the jerseys and the shorts. And we're just about ready to roll here on AM 1310 WDPN as we come to you live from the Mac Center on this Wednesday night as, the regular season is starting to close in a hurry. 20-2 Mount Union looking for win number 21, a little payback tonight here in the Carnation City. Ball is in the air. A lot of holding during that toss-up in the air. The student Princes get the ball, and Heidelberg will set up shop for the first time tonight. Vasquez with the basketball, and they'll go to work left to right here in the opening half of play. Vasquez will stay open, shoot a long three, and hit it deep on the left wing. Marco Vasquez with the triple to start things, and the Berg on top, 3-zip, 25 seconds into the first half of play. Kevin Moore on the deep left wing. Kevin tried to go baseline, got cut off. Brings it out to the left wing, shoots the 18-footer across the rim, though. The rebound scooped up by Heidelberg. Here comes Johnson Nichols to Vasquez over on the left wing, and he's picked up out on top by Kevin Moore. Vasquez throws it to Moore. Bosma out on the right side of the floor to Wilkins. Wilkins back into the corner. 15 on the shot clock. 19:09 to go in the early going here. Wilkins will drive inside, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Chance Kasenizer. Chance's first foul, first team foul on the Purple Raiders. 19:06 to go. 3-0 Heidelberg.
something to keep an eye on as well. Last time these two teams met, a little bit of foul trouble. Farrington ended up fouling out of that game. Sean Vaden only played 2 minutes in that game as well. So it'll be nice to see, Farrington stay out of foul trouble, but also see Sean get in there a little bit.
Free throw up, no good by Killens. 4-0 Heidelberg. 18:55 to go, just getting cranked up here in Alliance. Hamilton goes out and shoots a 3 air ball, but picked up in the air by Elijah Farrington, who drops it in, his first 2.
Yeah, I think that 3 was partially blocked by Trey Killens, but good job by Farrington picking up the loose board and putting it in for 2.
Killens over on the right side. Gossam now over on the left wing to Killens. 18:35 in the first half. Heidelberg 4, Mount Union 2. Chance with a great steal at midcourt. He's going to race 1-on-2 to the other end of the floor and lays it up and in. It's Kaysenheiser with the pick in the score. We're tied at 4 early here at Mount Union. 18:18 to go in the first half of play.
I like this picking up at half court.
Down low. Caleb Warrich went up, and he went down rather skittishly on his,
I think it's his left knee.
I don't know if he went up for a block. He kind of came down at a weird angle. He's trying to stretch it out a little bit. The official's giving him some time to get himself better, and he's going to stay in there, stretch it out, and we're going to go. Bosma free throw around the rim and in, or Gossam rather, with his first points of the night.
Caleb's such a crucial part of this team, too. The energy he brings, the work he does that doesn't show on the scoreboard, but underneath with the rebounds and the contesting shot. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the game as well and try to give you updates if we hear anything as the second free throw is up and in.
Riley Gossam 15 points last time these two teams played in Tiffin. And it's Heidelberg on top of the Purple Raiders 6-4, 18:09 to go first half. Deep on the right wing, out on top is Chance Kaysenheiser. Chance left to the elbow, into the corner, Kevin Moore. Right there, 3 ball for Kevin Moore. That's his spot. He's on the scorebook for the first time tonight, and the Raiders have taken a 7-6 lead.
Yeah, you can tell as soon as that left his hand, it was online, and it was a pretty shot from Hamilton.
Killens has got it. Gossam, rather. I keep getting those two mixed up. Gossam 12, Bosma is 4. Killens at the top of the key between the circles working on Caleb. He's going to go inside. Blocked by Farrington. Good defense by Mount Union. Here comes Eli across the timeline in transition now. Kaysenheiser cross court. Kevin, shoot that 3. Got it.
Can't give him that much time. That was a wide open look from the corner.
Kevin Moore with his second 3. 10-6 Mount Union. 17:24 to go in the first half of play. And as you mentioned, Ryan, the Purple Raiders doing a little pickup at midcourt, just putting enough pressure on Heidelberg to let them know we're not going to make it easy for you to bring the ball across all night long.
Yeah, it makes it harder for them to get into their half-court set as well with that defender out there right at midcourt. So I like that move from this coaching staff.
Johnson Nichols gets it over on the left wing to Vasquez. Vasquez goes into the pink. Hickson on the right side. Gossam will shoot the 3. In and out, no good. It was halfway in and spun out. Rebound picked up by Kaysenheiser. Here come the Raiders right to left. Chance to the right of the elbow. He steps back into a 17-footer. Good. Chance Kaysenheiser with 4. That patented rainbow jumper. Purple Raiders have doubled up the Bird. 12-6. 16:40 to go. A little too fancy down here with the dribble. Bird keeps it alive. A long 3 by Bosma on the wing is good. Well, he was at the... Well, now Chance is down in front of the bench. What the heck is going on tonight? Caleb goes down first, and now Chance is laying on his back in front of the bench, and very quickly.
So I think
both staff came out to check on him, including Coach Mike Fuline.
I think that was friendly fire. Chance had dove on the ground for that basketball, and Eli came in trying to get it as well. I think he might have caught Chance in the rib cage with a knee as he went to the ground. So it didn't look like it was. Feel like he should be able to walk that off a little bit.
So here comes Dante Collier into the ball game. Chance is going to go down to the end of the bench. Now, he's as tough as they come. So, but to see him laid out like that, you thought, whoa.
Yeah, they took him back in the locker room.
So they're gonna take a look and make sure he is good to go. Jeez. Two guys down in the first 4 minutes. Hopefully they're going to be okay. Eli goes inside. Triple pump. Glass rim and in. Elijah Farrington's got 4. 14-9 Mount Union. 16-16 to go first half here at the Mac Center. Vasquez around the screen. He traveled. My goodness, they let that go. Vasquez gets it again on the right wing. There you go. There you go. That's an offensive foul.
I would go down on the opposite end now, and I would feed Eli. I would give him the basketball. He's got the energy.
Fired up. Yep.
He's feeling it. He fouled out of the last game. You know he wants to contribute more this game. I'd go right back to him on that low block.
I would too. Get that energy while you got it.
Yep.
And it's ready to come out of the bottle. 16 minutes to go first half. Purple Raiders on top 14-9. Kevin Hamilton gets it down to Eli. He's about 15 feet away. Farrington backing down. Ball goes out of bounds, and that will bring us to our first media timeout. 15:53 to go in the first half here at the Mac Center. It's Mount Union 14, Heidelberg 9. It's Purple Raider basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
SARTA need more opportunities for a strong community, new customers for small businesses, healthcare patients to their appointments, New Start County businesses, students and faculty to classes, and seniors to their activities. SARTA community partners count on us for so much. Nearly 1.5 million riders on 27 fixed routes, and nearly 100,000 ProLine rides for a total of 4 million miles. SARTA serves the community, and the community supports SARTA. Where to? SARTAMe.com.
Grove Appliance has proudly served Northeast Ohio with great prices and service for the past 87 years. Whether it's a furniture upgrade for the family room, new appliances in the kitchen, or just a better night's rest you're looking for, Grove has something for you. Check out their showroom located at 350 East State Street in Alliance. That's Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress, where they've been treating you like family since 1935.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller back with you at the Mac Center. 15:53 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders on top of Heidelberg 14-9. 1 foul on the Bird, 2 on the Raiders. It's going to be Mount Union ball. Kevin Hamilton will throw the ball in from underneath the basket to Lorich. Caleb, who's back into the game. Into the corner. Hamilton will rip that three a little bit short. Stabbed in the air by Heidelberg. That is Javill Gainey, who has checked into the game. Gainey with the basketball in the left wing. Now Vasquez has got it. Vasquez goes into the paint, throws up a 17-footer and got it. So Vasquez with 5. 14-11 is our score. Mount Union on top by 11. 15:25 to go here in the first half. Purple Raiders in the grays tonight. Student Princes of Heidelberg in the orange. Collier around the screen on the left wing to Hamilton. Kevin gets a Caleb screen. Hamilton foul line extended. Kicks it left wing Collier. Dante fakes a three. Goes on the block to Caleb. Caleb backing his man in, backing him in. Turns, baby, hook up and good. Caleb Lorich with his first 2. That patented 6-foot hook in the paint straight on. Purple Raiders on top by 5, 16-11. 14:53 to go in the first half. We're going right to the hole as Gainey laid it up in with a right hand and scored. 16-13 Mount Union. 14:44 to go here in the first half. Some of the crowd still filing into the Mac Center. Eli left wing to Collier. Dante behind the arc. Down to Caleb. Caleb's got the advantage now. Big fella going to go to work, and the ball stolen away. It's loose. Are we going to get a tie-up? Yes. Caleb upset with himself. He lost control of the ball there. Here comes Sean Vaden into the game for the first time tonight. And good to see Chance Kasenheiser coming back in. And Jared Taylor's going to check in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Sean has a chance to break some history tonight. He's only 2 blocks away from tying Christian Parker's 2022-23 single-season block record. So 2 blocks, Sean ties it. 3. He breaks the record, and that's some great company to be in with.
It sure is.
Christian Parker.
Sure is. Hook pass into the corner for Farrington. Eli grabs it, had the ball poked away. Farrington gets it back, lost it, got it back again. Goes inside, threw it over the hoop. Vaden tried to get it, couldn't. And Heidelberg comes out of there with a basketball. Haney coming across the timeline to the right wing. 14:10 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders 16, Heidelberg 13 here on AM 1310 WDPN and, of course, Q92 Radiosports.com. Good to be with you on this Wednesday night. Haney shoots a long 3 right at the rim. No. Rebound picked up by Taylor. Hands it off to Kasenizer. Chance will bring it across the timeline. Chance foul line extended. Jumper. Front of the rim, no. Rebound picked up by Vasquez. Heidelberg's got a 3-on-3 if they hurry. Vasquez had the ball taken away by Taylor. Here come the Raiders on a run out right to left. Eli in transition. Goes inside. Put it up and in. Elijah Farrington with 6. Big fella run on the floor after the turnover. It's 18-13 Mount Union. 13:27 to go. Clock runs in the first half of play here. Gainey's got it. Picked up by Vaden. Gainey's going to go right at him. Steps back. Blocked by Vaden. There's the
one.
First one. Big fella. Other end of the floor. Collier. Dante drives in. Slams it home with 2 hands. Dante Collier with a slam dunk and a timeout by the Student Princes. And how many times have we seen it? A block shot by Vaden. We get to the other end of the floor, and something good happens every time.
Yeah, they're so good at running the floor. It's their spacing. When they get on a fast break, the guy with the ball stays right in the middle, and the 2 wing guys or 1 wing guys, they stay outside. That time, finding a wide open, Collier, good head fake, drive to the basket, slam it home. The momentum is going on. And we talked about shooting before the game and that they couldn't possibly shoot as bad as they did last time. Mount Union currently shooting 9 of 14. They're 64%. They're 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line. On the other side, 50% shooting for Heidelberg and Mount Union with the 7-point lead.
They are red hot right now, are the Purple Raiders. 20-13 Mount, 13-12 to go here in the first half. Let's keep the momentum going, shall we? Here comes Vasquez. He'll walk it across, picked up by Chance. That's left wing to Gossman. Gossman's got it over on the left wing, needs some help. Jack Dunbar has checked in for the Purple Raiders. First time Jack's been in tonight. 6'4" sophomore out of McMurray, Pennsylvania. Ball loose in the paint. Bosma scoops it up, gets it out on top. Johnson Nichols. He has hardly touched the ball tonight at all. He now has it out on top by Sean Vaden. Johnson Nichols trying to work around it. Vaden plays good D on him. Johnson in a pickle. Throws it up. Blocked again by Sean Vaden.
Did they give him a block? If they did, he tied it.
I don't know. I was cut off. But the shot got deflected. I know that. Gainey at the other end of the floor will drive and slam it home with 2 hands. He's got 4.
That was smart by Collier not to contest that.
Just let that go.
Yeah, no need to draw that stupid foul right there.
12-12 first half. Purple Raiders on top, 20-15. That is the second block of the night for Vaden. Kasenizer at the other end from about 8 feet on the baseline. Up and good. Chance has got 6. Raiders by 7, 22-15. Gainey between the circles for the Bird. Looking for help. Gets it over to Vasquez. Deep on the left wing. Picked up by Dunbar. 11:53 to go in the first half. Heidelberg with the ball. They're down 7. In the corner, that is Bosma, and he got bumped. Chance Kasenizer not happy with the call, but he just picked up a second foul.
Yeah.
Now the official comes over and says, all right, okay. So Chance will sit down. Here comes Kevin Hamilton back into the ballgame. Kevin scoreless, but with him, that doesn't really mean anything because when you need him, he's there.
Yeah, he comes on in games like this where he doesn't need to be a focal point of scoring. You'll see him get more involved late in the game because he stays kind of fresh that way.
And with that, we'll take our timeout. 11:47 to go in the first half here at the Mack Center. It's Mount Union 22, Heidelberg 15. Purple Raider basketball continues after the break on AM 1310 WDPN, presented by Sarda.
Love endures, even for 2.5 centuries. Celebrate 250 years of loving freedom all month with SARTA and Ohio Loves Transit. Join us for free SARTA fixed route rides for everybody on Friday, February 13th. You'll love SARTA as much as we do. Plus, tell us your story of independence at lovesarta.com. Salute America's 250th anniversary all month. Join us February 13th for free rides and share your story of independence at lovesarta.com. SARTA means enduring love.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by Sarda on AM 1310 WDPN.
Sam Bourquin, Ryan Keller back with you from the Mack Center. 11:47 to go in the first half. Mount Union 22. Heidelberg 15 on this OAC Wednesday night. We'll check out some of the scores for you as we move along. Purple Raiders ranked number 9 in the country coming into tonight. I know we talked today that Otterbein was up to number 20 in the D3 top 25 poll. John Carroll no longer in the poll. Calvin dropped out of the poll. A couple other teams moved out as well. Heidelberg with the basketball. Lawal has checked in, the big 7-footer. There goes a long three left wing. No, Lawal tried to keep that ball alive, and he did. It's Abba Lawal. He is out of Kaduna, Nigeria. Gainey on the left wing. Killens with a little hesitation dribble. Gainey gets it on the right wing, shoots the three. Nope. We're going to get a foul on Vaden. They're going to say he was holding Lawal around the wrist or around the waist. That'll be a foul on Sean, his first.
That's a fun matchup down there with Vaden and Lawal.
Right.
Two guys. You don't normally see people that, that tall, 6'11", I think, or 6'7".
They got Lawal at 7 foot, although it's probably closer to 6'11". No, I don't know. It's close. He may be 7. 11-11 to go in the first half. 22-15, good guys. Heidelberg trying to get into the offense. Gainey's getting frustrated out here. The point guard saying, fellas, you need to move out of the way. Gainey going to go into the baseline, pivot, spins, shoots the floater. Nope. Rebound. The wall had it. It should be a shot clock violation. The buzzer went off. They let him keep playing, and the basket's going to count deep in the corner. And the basket is good by Bosma, and it's 22. It should be 22-17, correct?
I think so, yeah.
22-17 Mount Union. That was a wild 15 seconds. Taylor out on top to Dunbar. Dunbar almost walked. Got it back out on top to Taylor. Swings it to the top of the key to Kevin Hamilton. 8 on the shot clock for Kevin. Hamilton around a Vaden screen. Hamilton on the elbow. Kevin starts again, shoots the line driver. Good! And he's fouled. That is not the way they drew it up. But Kevin Hamilton, the transfer from Youngstown State, got that ball up from his hip. He line drived it in. Got the basket. He'll go to the free throw line.
He catches defenders off guard because it is so quick, and it is straight from dribble to shoot with no stop, and that's what happened there. He caught him off guard, drew the foul, and going for the conventional three.
First bucket tonight for the former St. Vincent St. Mary standout, Kevin Hamilton. Free throw on the way, around it in. 93% at the free throw line for Kevin Hamilton. That's his third point of the night. 10:22 to go in the first half. Mounts jumped it out to an 8-point lead now. Raiders on top, 25-17. Caleb Lorich getting ready to come in at our next opportunity. Johnson Nichols has it on the right wing. He almost walked. Bosma gets it out on top. Back to Johnson Nichols. 25-17 Purple Raiders. 10:08 to go first half. Gainey deep on the right wing behind the three-point arc. Picked up by Dunbar. 8 on the shot clock. Ball kicked out of bounds. It will go to Mount Union. Caleb Lorich back in for the Raiders with 2. That substitution happened so fast, I don't know who came out.
For us, it was Sean.
Is the Vaden? Okay.
Yeah.
So Vaden will sit down. He got his 2 blocks.
He tied it.
25-17, Purple Raiders, 9:50 to go first half. Lorich at the top of the three-point arc. Left wing to Dunbar. Fakes right. Jack goes left. Got his man in the air. Shoots the 18-footer and good. And turns around to Heidelberg's bench and lets him know he never is short on energy. Jack Dunbar. 27-17. Purple Raiders by 10. 9:30. Clock running here in the first half of play in Alliance.
And I think we shoot more mid-range jump shots than any team in the OAC.
And that's okay.
I love it. It's great.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes 3's better than 2, but you know what? You got a better chance of making your 2s. Long 3 in the corner. Johnson Nichols buries it from deep in the corner. His first points, and it's a tray. 27-20. Mount 9-10 to go in the first half of play. Hamilton around a Lorich screen. Kevin, top of the key to Jarrett. Taylor, a left-hand dribble, hands it off to Collier. Dante looking for that three-pointer, can't get it. Now Lorich, right side Dunbar. Jack foul line extended. Comes to a stop, gets it down to Caleb. Lorich backing his man down. Backing his man, gets that on top to Dunbar. 4 on the shot clock. Let her go, Kevin. There she goes. Way off on the 3, hit the glass, and the rebound picked up by Gainey. Here come the Student Princes of Heidelberg with 8:40 left in the first half. Mount Union 27 and Heidelberg 20. Lawal's got it at the top of the key. Now Killens. Killens between the circles. Sees a lane. Goes down. Blocked by Jarrett Taylor. His first block of the game. Here comes Dunbar in transition. Raiders going right to left. Jack deep on the right wing, and now they'll settle in. 8:18 first half. Purple Raiders 27. Heidelberg 20. Dunbar got caught up in the air, but a whistle and a foul. That should be a shooting foul. Dunbar should go to the free throw line. He should.
He's shooting! He's shooting! That's a pull-up jumper! He pulled up!
Got to be shooting. That shouldn't even be discussed. Well, they'll have to discuss it because it's got to be 2 shots. So Jack Dunbar will shoot 2 lines left. 8:15 to go in the first half, 27-20. Mount Union, the Purple Raiders, a very, very good-looking 20-2 on the season. Wilmington, Saturday afternoon. They'll be at Capitol next Wednesday to conclude the regulars part of the season. But we got a lot of hoops coming your way. Dunbar, free throw is up and good. Jack Dunbar, his 3rd point of the night to go with a deuce a couple of minutes ago. Give him 3 on the night. 28-20, Mount Union.
That's some score updates. I got one. Otterbein 19, Wilmington 19.
Oh.
Wilmington.
Is that at
It's at Otterbein.
Otterbein too?
Yeah.
Jack Dunbar free throw at the front of the rim. No, rebound picked up by Gainey. Here comes Killens at the other end of the floor for Heidelberg. 8:07 to go in the first half. 28-20, Raiders in top. I'll tell you what, if we go on to have a real special season, we're gonna be talking about that win in Otterbein as maybe a real big kickstart for this club when they went down to Westerville and got a win a couple of weekends ago. Gainey in the baseline. He's going to go right down the paint, put it up off the glass rim. No tip by Lawal, no scooped up by Caleb. Caleb gets it off to Hamilton, and Kevin will bring it across the timeline. 7:40 to go in the first half. Hamilton lane blocked. But Kevin got his own rebound deep in the corner. Gets it out to Dunbar. Swing it left wing, Kevin Moore. Moore around an Eli screen. 3-pointer up. That was not good when it left his hands, and the rebound picked off by Killens. Fumbles it away in the backcourt and now retrieves it, and he'll bring it across the timeline. 7:20 in the first half. Mount Union on top by 8. Vasquez into the corner for Lawal. The big 7-footer out of Nigeria. Gives it back to Vasquez. Shoots the 3 in the corner. Short. Nope. Rebound picked up by Dunbar.
And I take that every day. Let Luan go out and set screens by the 3-point line because there's nobody underneath then to get the rebound for Heidelberg.
Here comes Kevin Hamilton. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Mount Union, a little bit of a dry spell here, but they still lead by 8. 28-20. Dunbar on top. There goes a 3. Oh, in and out. No good. How'd that ball stay on?
Yeah, no one scored in the last 2 minutes and 33 seconds of this ball game.
6:44 to go, first half. Raiders up by 8. 3 fouls on the Bird, 4 on Mount Union. Killens
grabbed him.
He was literally grabbing Caleb's jersey as he went around him to go to the baseline corner.
I'd see if can you challenge that? Like I know in Division I, you can challenge fouls and everything. I mean, the camera's probably not going to see it, but we saw it clear as day.
We saw it. I mean, if I saw it, you know that it happened because, well, you know. 6:36 to go. We'll take a timeout. Mount Union 28 and Heidelberg 20. You're listening to Purple Raider basketball right here on AM 1310. WDPN is presented by SARTA.
SARTA need more opportunities for a strong community, new customers for small businesses, healthcare patients to their appointments, New Start County businesses, students and faculty to classes, and seniors to their activities. SARTA community partners count on us for so much. Nearly 1.5 million riders on 27 fixed routes, and nearly 100,000 ProLine rides for a total of 4 million miles. SARTA serves the community, and the community supports SARTA. Where to? SARTAme.com.
You're listening to Mount Union basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller. We're back at the MAC on 1310 WDPN. Don't forget you can listen to us on all of our social media platforms. 1310 WDPN on X, Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. If you're out there listening tonight, drop some comments in the chat. We'll give you a little shout-out during the broadcast here tonight. We love to interact with you during our basketball broadcast. Cavaliers lead the Wizards 25-9 up in Cleveland in the first quarter. The home debut of James Harden for the Cavs. Vasquez into the corner, gets it out on the right side to Bosma. Bosma foul line extended, runs into Sean Vade and says, I'll pass it back out in front. There goes the long three. Wing put up no good by Vasquez. And we got some Eli and Vaden and Lawal got all caught up together. All three went to the ground. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Lawal for Heidelberg.
Yeah, he's been – Coach Fueline just told him he's been doing that kind of stuff since he came into the game. Little grabs here and there of the jerseys, hooking when they go up for rebounds. This time it was just enough to where the attention was drawn to it, and he got the foul called on him.
You can get away with that up at Tiffin. Not here. Not tonight. 6:17 to go in the first half. 28-20. Let's get a bucket. What do you say? Here comes Kevin Hamilton across the timeline for the Raiders. The Dynamo at 5'7". Gets it over on the left wing to Moore. Down to Eli. Farrington's got the advantage. Taking big fella. Oh, yeah. Elijah Farrington. That was taking candy.
Yeah, you can't guard that.
No, he's got 8. Purple Raiders by 10, 30-20. Under 6 to go in the first half of play here in Alliance. Killen's out on top. The chain of defense from the Mount Union crowd here tonight. Now Gainey's got it. Gainey almost walked. Got it to Vasquez into the paint. Nice pass to Gainey. That was a nice give and go there, and Gainey lays it in. He's got 6.
Yeah, they drew Vaden out to the foul line to pick up the coverage, and in doing so, cut a guy back door for the wide open layup.
More down to Eli. Farrington backing his man in again. Gets it over on the right wing. Weekly! Cam for 3. First time he touches the ball, it's a tray, the former Jackson Polar Bear. Other end of the floor, it's Killens. Put it up no good, and look who got the rebound. Cam Weekly. Raiders on time by 11. Cam right of the key, Moore. Kevin shoots the 3. Back to the rim. Nope. Loose ball picked up by Weekly. Cam keeps it alive again. Needs some help and gets it down to Eli. Now back to Weekly on the left wing. 5 minutes to go. Weekly shoots the 3. Good! Cam Weekly! A couple of triples off the bench. Get it, young fella. 36-22 Mount Union. 4:50 to go in the first half of play. Vasquez drives the baseline, dumps it off underneath. No good. Rebound picked up by Hamilton. Here comes Kevin across the timeline. Weekly for 3. That one didn't go. Rebound Kevin Moore. Put it right back up and in. Kevin Moore with 8 and a timeout on the floor here at the Mac Center. It's a 30. We'll keep it here. 4:33 to go in the first half, and just like that, it's 38-22.
Man, oh man, just the way they're feeling it. They're running the court. They're shooting the ball really well. They're shooting, 59% from the field. That's almost double than what they were shooting down at Tiffin, and they are on an 8-0 run. Heidelberg is 1 of 7 in the last couple minutes here, and it's just I don't want this to sound bad, because it's not. But Elijah Farrington seems more engaged in the game today than we have seen him recently. The way he's clapping and chattering, and the energy that he's playing with, boy, it's something we haven't really seen from him yet.
Yeah, he's fired up. I mean, he always has energy, but you're right tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we were watching everybody warm up, and it looked like I think they really wanted to right the wrong.
Yeah. And we mentioned Christian Parker earlier. He was the same way. He needed a little physicality to kind of get into the game. I think Eli has had that today, and it's really paid dividends.
I would agree 100%. Gosman's got it at the top of the key to Vasquez. Vasquez into the paint. That shot, no way it's getting up there. Vasquez throws it over the outstretched arms of Vaden, and it went in. Marcus Vasquez was 7. I thought for sure that was going to be block number 3.
Yeah, you don't usually see those drop. There wasn't a piece of paper between the ball and his fingertip.
More on the left wing, threw that one away, but a whistle and a foul underneath as they pulled Eli down to the ground, and that's going to be a foul on Bosma for Heidelberg. Exactly 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Mount Union 38, Heidelberg 24, and now it's our under 4 media timeout, and this one we'll take a break. 4 minutes flat left to go in the first half. Raiders gaining momentum. It's Mount Union 38, Heidelberg 24. You're listening to Purple Raider Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN, presented by Sarda.
Hey, Joe. Good to see you. What brings you out today? What's up, Sam? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new faucets and a vanity, maybe even a whole new bathroom. But I can't get any help or find what I need in this place.
Yeah, Sam. These big hardware stores are great for tools and appliances, but not for kitchens and bathrooms. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard Plumbing Registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath this Thursday evening until 7 at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park. Robertson Kitchen and Bath, where amazing meets affordable.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
(1310) WDPN. Welcome back to the Mack Center. Sam Bourquin, Ryan Keller. 4 minutes to go in the first half. 38-24. Good guys. Raiders will inbound the basketball. Cam Weekly, who has been super off the bench tonight. 6 points already. A couple of loose ball rebounds. Left wing Farrington. Eli's going to go right down. Ball got stripped away, and a foul is called. Farrington to the free throw line with 3:54 to go.
Got some OAC score updates while we got a little break. Otterbein and Wilmington tied at 19 apiece. Ohio Northern 29, Baldwin Wallace 28. And was it Marietta and Muskingum? Muskingum 40, Marietta 35. 128 left in the half for them.
There is our scoreboard update. Meanwhile, Elijah Farrington goes line left, rattles that one all over, and it drops in.
Eli! That's you. 22.
39-24, Mount Union for Elijah Farrington. That's number 9. Let's see if we can get him in double figures right here. 3:54 to go first half. Stick around. Halftime activities coming up. We'll get you latest news and weather. Mr. Keller will come back and get all of your stats, and we'll get you ready for the second half here on WDPN. Farrington free throw. It rattles in. He's got 10. 40-24, Raiders by 16. Foul situation. Student Princes have 6. Mount Union's got 5. Heidelberg only has 2 timeouts remaining, outside of the media timeouts. 3:40 to go. Gosma's got it. Way over on the left wing, picked up by Vasquez. Vasquez left of the key. He's going to go into the paint, threw it right into the belly of Kevin Moore. Raiders got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Kevin's going to go all the way into the paint, kicks it into the corner. That's Weekly. Cam on the right wing, lobs it down to Vaden. Sean inside, couple of dribbles, leans in with a right hand. Put it up, put it in, and he's fouled. Sean Vaden with his first 2. He'll look for 3 at the line. Raiders by 18. Big man was really patient that time, and he got the ball to go down.
Yeah, his positioning and his ball movement and his handling on the low block has come so far throughout this season.
Missed the free throw. Raiders got it back. Vaden not on top to Weekly. Now Hamilton. Kevin into the corner. Kevin. Three-pointer is good. Kevin Moore with 11. 45-24, Mount Union.
It's nice that Heidelberg finally gets to meet the real Purple Raiders tonight.
I'll tell you what. Hey, that's got to be a foul on Killens. He basically hit Kevin Hamilton in the chops with an elbow.
That was terrible. That was bad.
Kevin got right up.
Wow.
Heidelberg throws the ball inbounds. 2:55 to go here in the first half. Raiders 21-point lead. Killens coming off a screen. Shoots the deep 3 in the wing. Back to the rim. Nope. Rebound. Look out, Kevin. He ran right into shot. Boy, Kevin's taking a beating tonight.
He was dribbling while he was on the floor.
Hamilton on the left wing gets the screen by Vaden. Kevin from 17. That's off the right side of the rim. No rebound picked up by Vasquez. Here comes the Berg, left to right. Vasquez dribble drive, throws the ball into the corner. 3 on the way up, no good. Picked up by Gotham. Rebound picked up by Weekly. Here come the Purple Raiders. 2:20 to go in the first half. Weekly on the left wing. Cam into the paint. Cam underneath. Puts it up and puts it in. What a move. Cam Weekly with 8. Holy cow. 2:10 first half. Raiders by 23. 47-24. Killens out into the top of the key. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez foul line extended, beats the double team, backs it out with 1:55 to go. He's going to try it again now. Killen's on the baseline, goes into the paint, into the corner. There goes the three by Gossam. No. Rebound, weak side, picked up by Heidelberg, and they'll reset. 1:44 to go. Heidelberg down 47-24. Boy, Vasquez just dribbling the ball like crazy. Finally got free for the 16-footer and hit it on the left wing. Vasquez has 9.
I mean, the defense is kind of forcing them to do that. Whoever has the ball, whoever they're looking to throw to isn't open.
Number 22, Xander Ream has checked in for Heidelberg. Xander out of Chillicothe, Wayne Trace High School. 1:18 to go in the first half. Kevin Hamilton on the right wing. Gets a screen. Kevin, left wing Eli. Farrington sees a seam, got bumped, lost the ball, gets it back. Goes inside, got bumped again. It went off the knee of Elijah, and it goes back to Heidelberg.
Well, what's he got to do to draw a foul?
It's like whack-a-mole down there.
Yeah. But on the other side, I don't know. I'm assuming people listening are like, why is Keller talking about the officials again?
They're only up by 21, Keller. Shut up, Keller. 1 minute to go in the first half. 47-26 Mount Union here at the Mac Center. Left wing, it's Johnson Nichols. He has been just quiet as all get out tonight. He'll step back and shoot a three. Jinx didn't hurt there. No good on the shot. Rebound picked up by Kevin Moore, and Mike Fuline says, let's take a timeout. So we'll keep it here. 41.3 to go in the first half. Mount Union 47. Heidelberg 26. Again, when these teams played back on January 21st, 83-76 Heidelberg. Mount was 27-72 from the field. Heidelberg was 28 of 56. They shot 22 free throws. We shot 12. We had guys that were not 100% healthy. Hamilton and Kasenizer both had to play 34 and 36 minutes. This is
more like it.
That first game was that was just a.
I mean, right now we're shooting 61% from the field. They're shooting 34% from the field. We are 4 of 6 from the free throw line. They're 3 of 4. And we've had a nice rotation. Like when we took that initial, I think, 7-point lead was when you had Farrington, Kasenizer, and Lorich on the bench.
And we got to rest some guys tonight while building a 21-point lead. Hamilton on the right wing gets it in the corner. Kevin Moore, three. It's good again. Boy, he is like money in the bank in that corner. Another pocket three for Kevin Moore. 50-26 Mount Union. 18 seconds to go in the first half. Let's finish up strong. Gossip at the top of the key to Vasquez. Goes around a screen. Vasquez just dribbling behind the three-point line. He's not giving it up now. 7 on the shot clock. Throws the ball into the corner. He did pass it into the corner. Xander shoots the three. No rebound. Kevin Moore. He'll throw it from three-quarter court off the glass. And that's the end of the first half here in Alliance, Ohio at the Mac Center. All purple tonight. Your score after the first 20 minutes of play. Mount Union 50 and Heidelberg 26. The big halftime report is coming up next. You're listening to Mount Union Purple Raider basketball on AM 1310 WDPN. Presented by SARTA.
Love endures, even for 2.5 centuries. Celebrate 250 years of loving freedom all month with SARTA and Ohio Loves Transit. Join us for free SARTA fixed route rides for everybody on Friday, February 13th. You'll love SARTA as much as we do. Plus, tell us your story of independence at lovesarta.com. Salute America's 250th anniversary all month. Join us February 13th for free rides and share your story of independence at lovesarta.com. SARTA means enduring love.
Hey, Joe. Good to see you. What brings you out today?
What's up, Sam? Need to pick up a few tools. You?
Oh, I need new kitchen cabinets and countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place.
Yeah, Sam. These big hardware stores are great for tools and appliances, but not for kitchens and bathrooms. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson Kitchen and Bath Gallery is a craft-made dealer, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath this Thursday evening until 7 at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park. Robertson Kitchen and Bath, where amazing meets affordable.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News, a service of Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress. A man will spend 16 to 20 years in prison for stabbing his parents during a domestic dispute in Canton Township. 49-year-old Joshua Schaefer of Canton Township pleaded guilty Tuesday to attempted murder, felonious assault, and domestic violence. He was sentenced by Stark County Common Pleas Judge Krista Hartnett. Prosecutors say the attack happened December 3rd after his father told him he needed to move out of their home. Schaefer stabbed his father multiple times. When his mother tried to intervene, he stabbed her. The father attempted to call 911, but Schaefer threw his phone. The mother escaped to a neighbor's house to get help. Both parents survived. The new Stark County Human Trafficking Task Force has made its first arrests. 2 men allegedly attempted to meet minors for sex. 42-year-old Stephen James of Castalia shot himself during his January 29th arrest in Canton Township, but was treated and released before being booked. 30-year-old Darian Carpenter of Canton was picked up February 3rd and has prior convictions, including aggravated robbery. Both men face charges including attempt to commit unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, importuning, and possession of criminal tools. Their cases were bound over to a Stark County grand jury after they waived preliminary hearings Tuesday. The Canton City School District is projecting a $10.5 million deficit by 2029, largely due to losses in state funding. The Board of Education approved an updated 5-year financial forecast Monday. Treasurer Jeff Gruber says the district is losing $4.5 million in state support this year and each year moving forward, with declining enrollment a factor. The forecast also includes school closures, staff reductions, and possible declines in transportation reimbursement and investment income. More than 70 positions have been cut, saving $12 million over 2 years, plus additional reductions in supplies and services. 2 men are now charged in connection with last week's shooting in North Canton. Police say 19-year-old Jerron McLeod of Canton and Julius Edwards were arrested by U.S. Marshals Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force on Dewey Place Southwest in Canton Tuesday afternoon and booked into the Stark County Jail. They face charges including complicity to aggravated robbery, discharging a firearm near prohibited premises, felonious assault, and having weapons under disability. The shooting occurred Thursday on Rose Lane Southeast. The victim suffered a gunshot wound to the leg and was hospitalized in stable condition. Police say the incident was isolated. A man will serve community service instead of jail time for a North Canton pedestrian death. 20-year-old Christian Greco of Lake Township pleaded no contest last month to vehicular homicide and failure to yield. On Tuesday, visiting Judge Stephen McIlvain ordered a $500 fine, 48 hours of community service, attend a victim awareness class, and have no contact with the victim's family. Greco's license is suspended for 2 years. He was driving a city truck in April 2025 when he struck 78-year-old Joanne Smith in a crosswalk near North Main and 7th Streets. She died weeks later from her injuries. Perry Township Police have partnered with Jackson Township to combat cryptocurrency crimes. Jackson Township will provide certified crypto investigators to support cases originating in Perry Township. The partnership has already led to the recovery of stolen digital funds returned to a victim. Perry Township Police say this collaboration boosts their ability to investigate complex financial crimes and protect the community. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
An Akron man will serve 18 months in prison after illegal drugs were found during a traffic stop in Rootstown Township. 21-year-old Akili Antoine was sentenced Friday in Portage County Common Pleas Court and fined $5,000. His co-defendant, 33-year-old Shamar Antoine, is awaiting sentencing. Authorities say the April 2025 stop came after multiple traffic violations on I-76. Deputies found ecstasy pills, meth, and a loaded handgun in the vehicle. Both men pled guilty to various drug, firearm, and fraud charges. Residents opposing the $600 million East Palestine train derailment settlement have asked the U.S. Supreme Court to review their case. The group, including Reverend Joseph Sheely, filed a petition after a lower court blocked their appeal because they did not post an $850,000 bond. They say the cost denies them their legal right to appeal. Norfolk Southern attorneys say they will not respond unless asked, and the Supreme Court will decide whether to hear the case or let the settlement stand. A Youngstown woman pleaded not guilty Tuesday in Mahoning County Common Pleas Court to charges in a fatal traffic crash. 61-year-old Sally Strom is charged with aggravated vehicular homicide and 2 counts of OVI. She was released after posting a $10,000 bond. The July 2025 crash happened on State Route 7 in Beaver Township. The Highway Patrol says Strom's vehicle crossed the center line and collided with a car driven by Clinton Van Kirk of Poland. He died at the scene. Strom is set for a pretrial hearing April 1st and jury trial April 20th. A man is dead after a house fire early Tuesday in Boardman. Firefighters responded to the 3900 block of Risher Avenue, found the man in his 40s, and took him to the hospital where he later died. Neighbors had heard a popping sound and saw flames through the roof. The state fire marshal is investigating. A settlement has been reached in a lawsuit involving an inmate at Northeast Ohio Correctional Center in Youngstown. The inmate claimed he was beaten, tied up, and sexually assaulted by other inmates in March 2025, with part of the incident live-streamed and $3,400 extorted from his family. The case against Core Civic was moved to federal court. Settlement details were due this month, but have been extended to March. Several defendants in a Trumbull County human trafficking case pled guilty Tuesday. The case involves Tiger Spa and Sunny Spa in Warren, where undercover officers say sexual services were offered for money. Defendants pled to charges including promoting prostitution, money laundering, and possessing criminal tools. Some defendants will forfeit cash and property and cooperate with prosecutors. Sunny O was expected to plead today, and sentencing is set for March 17th. U.S. Marshals arrested Dennis Nagel Monday night in Wheeling, West Virginia. The 59-year-old was convicted in Trumbull County in 2009 of attempted gross sexual imposition against a child and failed to register his address as required, leading to additional charges in Richland County. Nagel had been on the run for years, with tips leading marshals to several states. Nagel will remain in custody until extradition to Richland County. Cortland has a new mayor after a special city council meeting. Tuesday's meeting followed the recall of former mayor Deidre Petrosky last week, which passed in a 74-24 vote. Council members voted to appoint Vice President Jim Bradley as mayor. He will complete the term through the end of 2027. We'll return you courtside for the second half of tonight's game, right after the forecast from 3 News meteorologist Mark Johnson. For the Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress Halftime Show, I'm Jeff Mears with AM 1310 WDPN News.
Overnight lows tonight near 21 degrees, a little blustery, definitely cold, a lot of clouds with some light snow in a few spots. Thursday, dry, chilly with clouds, maybe a few peaks of sun, our high near 28. From the 3 News Weather Center, I'm Mark Johnson.
Grove Appliance has proudly served Northeast Ohio with great prices and service for the past 87 years. Whether it's a furniture upgrade for the family room, new appliances in the kitchen, or just a better night's rest you're looking for, Grove has something for you. Check out their showroom located at 350 East State Street in Alliance. That's Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress, where they've been treating you like family since 1935.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
And welcome back to the MAC Center at the University of Mount Union. Purple Raiders up 24 at halftime, leading Heidelberg 50-26. Let's get into some first half stats for you. First, we will start with the Student Princes, I believe, right? Student Princes, Sam? Student Princes? Yeah. Thanks, buddy. All right, let's get into some stats for you. Heidelberg shooting 33% from the floor. They are 3 of 15 from behind the three-point line, giving them a 20%, and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Bosma with 5 points. Grossman with 2. Vasquez with 9. Killens with 1. Johnson Nichols has been incredibly quiet this game. He's only attempted 3 shots. He's only made 1. He's 1 for 3 for the game, and that is a three-pointer. He's got 3 points. Gainley with 6. Heidelberg committed 5 turnovers. They had 7 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block in that first half. For the Purple Raiders, they shot 62.5%. 20 of 32 from the floor, 6 of 13 from the three-point line and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Kevin Moore leading all scorers with 14. Elijah Farrington with 10. Caleb Lawrence with 2. Chance Kasenheiser, only 6 minutes, but he's got a point a minute. He's got 6 on the night, and I don't know if we're going to see him too much more. He kind of took a little bit of a bang early on in that first half, and he came back in, tested it out, but then went back to the bench. So we'll keep an eye and see if Kasenheiser returns in the second half. Kevin Hamilton with 3, Dante Collier with 2, Sean Vaden with 2, and he's also got 2 blocks on the game. And in doing so, he has tied the single-season block record at 73. He has tied Christian Parker with the record that Parker had set in the 2022-2023 season that made it to the national title game. And Sean Vaden has now tied him. So one more block in this second half, and Vaden will hold one more block in the rest of the season, and he will hold the block record. Also with points, Jack Dunbar with 3, and Cam Weekly coming off the bench, going 3 for 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line with 8 points, and was a big momentum swing for the Purple Raiders. Mount Union with 8 points off of turnovers, Heidelberg with 2. Mount Union 20 points in the paint, 8 for Heidelberg. 10 second chance points for the Purple Raiders, 4 for the Berg. 9 fast break points for Mount Union, 2 for Heidelberg. And 15 points off the bench for the Purple Raiders, 6 for Heidelberg. Mount Union committed just 2 turnovers in that first half. They had 3 steals and 4 blocks. Vaden with the 2, Taylor with 1, and Elijah Farrington with 1 as well. Mount Union with 7 assists, and the Purple Raiders out-rebounding Heidelberg 21-13. Mount Union's biggest lead is 24. Their biggest scoring run was 9, and the Purple Raiders have led for 18 minutes and 1 second. Let's get into some of the OAC scoreboard for you. I cannot find the updated Otterbein and Wilmington score. There seems to be an issue with their stat link where I'm not able to pull that one up. I will try to look again here shortly, but I do have Northern 39, Baldwin Wallace 35 at halftime, and Muskingum 41, Marietta 37 at halftime in that game as well. We'll jump back into the OAC and see if I can, their website, and see if I can get an Otterbein score. Excuse me, Otterbein, that's what I'm looking for. And still nothing updated. So that's where it's at. Last I had, there was 10 minutes left in the half. It was 19-19. As soon as we get another score update, we will fill you in with that as we get ready for second half action here at the Mack Center. Purple Raiders lead 50-26. This has been the Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress halftime show right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Hi, Sam.
How you doing over there?
I'm good, buddy.
Good.
I was thinking of something going through those stats, and I was talking. We haven't seen Kasenheiser after he got hurt. Came back in for maybe a series, a couple minutes, and then we didn't see him the rest of that half. So, I mean, you're up by 24. There's really no reason if he's got even the slightest bump to send him back in here.
I got a feeling. I made the mistake tonight. I usually go 12 deep. I'll write 12 names down out of all the raw. And I said, I'm just going to go 10 tonight. I think this might be not a close game, but I think it won't be to the point where, you're going to play like 15 guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's a mistake I made. But we'll see. 50-26 now, as we are about a minute away from the start of the second half here. Sam Bourquin, Ryan Keller on AM 1310 WDPN. Cavaliers lead the Wizards 54-44 with about 7 minutes to go in the first half up at Rocket Arena. Down in Columbus, in the college basketball front, the Buckeyes lead USC 58-54 with 12 minutes to go down at the Schottenstein Center. Keller and I will be back here Saturday afternoon at 1. The Purple Raiders will take on Wilmington right here on AM 1310 WDPN. That'll be the final regular season home game for Mount Union as the Quakers come to town Saturday at 1. If you can, we'd love to see you out here Saturday on Senior Day as the Purple Raiders take on Wilmington. All right, starting 5 intact, ready to roll. Eli Kassenheiser, Kevin Hamilton, Caleb, and Kevin Moore on the floor for Mount Union. Raiders in the grays tonight. Gray jerseys, shorts, purple numbers and letters trimmed to the white. Heidelberg in the orange jerseys and shorts tonight with the black numbers and letters trimmed in the white. The Berg will go right to left here in the second half. That's Vasquez on the right wing. Fumble the ball, gets it back. Picked up by Lorich. Ball goes into the corner for three for Bosma. For the basket is good. That's a three ball by Brady Bosma out of Holland, Michigan. Makes it 50-29, Purple Raiders. Ball inside to Eli. Inside out, Hamilton shoots that three. Back to the rim, too strong. Rebound picked up by Johnson Nichols. He'll bring it across the timeline to the right wing. Just getting settled in here in the second half of play on WDPN. Spent some time with us here on this Wednesday night Mount Union basketball. Shot inside, no rebound, but picked right back up and put in by Killens. So he's got three, does Trey Killens, the 6'1 guard out of Mason down there in Cincinnati, Ohio. The biggest school district in all of Ohio, Mason. And Eli got free underneath, went up for the shot. The whistle, they're going to call it jump. And the ball will stay with Mount Union.
Hey, he can't get a foul.
Now we've got.
Now they're looking at the shot clock.
They're going to say put 17 on the shot clock. So Kevin Hamilton will throw the ball in. 18:51 to go in the second half. Farrington on the baseline, beats the double team, goes inside, forced that one a bit off the glass, no, and the rebound in the corner picked up by the Student Princes. Coming across the timeline is Killens. Top of the key, behind the three-point line. Killens is going to hoist that long three, across the rim, no rebound, picked up by Caleb Lorich. Gets it down to Chance Kassenheiser. He'll bring it to the timeline. Chance all the way down the paint. Blocked out of bounds by Bosma. Raiders will throw it in with 21 on the shot clock. 18:22 in the game clock. 50-31. Mount Union by 19. Raiders looking for their 21st win of the season. Inbound pass to Lorich. On the left wing to Kevin Hamilton. Back to Caleb. About 8 feet away. Backing him down. Out on top, Hamilton slings that three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound picked up by Killens. Starting to settle for those three nows here a little bit. The last couple of possessions down floor. Shot by Vasquez, no off the rim. Rebound Lorich. He's starting to pick up some rebounds now. Here comes Chance at the other end. Into the corner, Kevin Moore. He is on fire tonight. 17 for Kevin. 53-31 Raiders back by 22 with 17:49 left to go in the game. Johnson Nichols on the left wing to Killens. Back to Johnson Nichols. 17:40 left to go. Purple Raiders have had their shooting shoes on tonight. Johnson Nichols working on Farrington. Johnson Nichols, little jab step, gets it over on the right side to Vasquez. Head fake, pump fake. Goes back, shoots the three, no. He can shoot those all night out there if he wants. Long three on the left wing, put up no good by Gossam. And rebound picked up by Kevin Moore. Here come the Raiders left to right. Kevin across the timeline to Hamilton. Hamilton with 17:15 left to go in the game. Off to a little bit of a quiet start here. Kevin Moore got open again. Another three. That one's no good. Rebound picked up by Killens. Here comes the Bird right to left with 17 minutes to go in the game. Mount Union working on a 53-31 lead here at home. Trying to figure out if Mount's going man or if they're playing zone or I think a combination of both maybe.
I think it's
inside
a combination
shot,
of both.
Put up no good. Lorich got a hand in the face of Killens. Here comes Kevin Moore. Kevin in a hurry. Now Hamilton's got it. Steps into a 15-footer and hit it. Referee did not get fooled that time. And Kevin Hamilton with the little bucket, he's got 5. 55-31 good guys.
Yeah, it's like they're playing zone when the ball's on the perimeter. And then once it starts to get inside, they...
Long three put up no good on the wing by Bosma. Heidelberg continues to be ice cold from the floor. Chance from 25 feet, top of the key, no good with a three. Rebound snagged by Johnson Nichols, and he'll bring it across.
Yeah, I forgot Chance was in foul trouble in that first half, too.
2 fouls, and then, of course, the physical play, and he got hurt he got taken down to the floor once, had to be taken off the floor, went back, got him checked out, came back in. Meanwhile, Killens with a little 4-foot bucket in the paint to make it 55-33 Mount Union. Hamilton around a Caleb screen. Out on top, Eli shoots the three. Rim, no. Rebound picked up by the Berg. Here come the student princes right to left. Next whistle, we'll have our stoppage in play. 55-33 Mount Union. Here comes Dante Collier into the game for the Raiders. Killens driving the baseline, put it all over the rim, and it fell off to Hamilton. Here come the Raiders. Look at Kevin. Chance going to shoot that three. Got it. Chance Kaysenheiser with 9. It's 58-33 Purple Raiders with 15:15 to go in the game. You get the feeling Heidelberg knows that tonight's not going to be the night.
Yeah.
Yep. Gossum's got it over on the right side to Killens. 10 on the shot clock. Heidelberg with the ball. They're down 58-33. Killens inside, kicks it into the corner. Bosma's going to shoot that three, hit the side of the rim. Rebound picked up by Lorich. He has got a gaggle of rebounds in this first 4 minutes in the second half. Hamilton on the left wing to Eli. Into the corner. That's Chance. Kaysenheiser pounding the ball. Fades, shoots, scores off the glass. Pretty move by Chance Kaysenheiser. 60-33 Mount Union. They lead by 27 with 14:30 left to go in the game. Vasquez kicks it on the left side to Gossum. Gossum into the paint, rolling to the hoop, high off the glass, put it up and put it in.
You know, Heidelberg's doing a good job of driving to the basket and then kicking it out to wide open guys. They're just not hitting right now.
Raiders are going to go 5 for 5 sub when we get our first opportunity. Chance on the right wing, steps into it, inside to Caleb. Lorich goes to the hoop, put it up. No! Rebound picked up by the Student Princes with 14 minutes to go in the basketball game. Mount on top, 60-35. Whistle, foul. I think that was a foul of, let's get a stop. We need to hit a timeout and get a little rest. 13:58 to go in the basketball game. It's all Mount Union tonight. Purple Raiders 60 and Heidelberg 35. We'll take a break. You're listening to Purple Raider Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN, presented by Sarda.
Sarda need more opportunities for a strong community, new customers for small businesses, healthcare patients to their appointments, New Start County businesses, students and faculty to classes, and seniors to their activities. Sarda community partners count on us for so much. Nearly 1.5 million riders on 27 fixed routes, and nearly 100,000 ProLine rides for a total of 4 million miles. Sarda serves the community, and the community supports Sarda. Where to? SardaMe.com.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by Sarda on AM 1310 WDPN.
Welcome back to the Mac Center. 13:58 to go in this one. Mount Union 60, Heidelberg 35. Good to be with you on this Wednesday night. Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller with you. Cavs lead the Wizards 58-50 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. We'll check on the Buckeyes and some OAC hoops in our next opportunity. Heidelberg just struggling at every end of the floor tonight. Although a driving basket by Vasquez is good, she just got that one in as the buzzer was going off for the shot clock. 60-37. Vasquez is double figures down with 11. Down to Vaden. Sean baits the double team. Goes, scoops up, right hand, no. Tipped to the corner, picked up by Dante. Collier behind the three-point line to Dunbar. They'll swing it to the right wing. Jack Dunbar gets the instructions from Coach Fuline. He'll drive it left to the key. Now Weekly shoots the three. Cam, another three is good. How about Cam Weekly? He's got 11 off the bench. 3 threes for the young man. 13 minutes to go in the game. Out on top, 63-37. Vasquez inside out to Bosma. Bosma driving the baseline, cut off by Taylor. Gets it out on top, Vasquez. Shuffled his feet a bit, goes inside. Vaden almost blocked his shot again, but he just laid off and let him scoop it up and in. Vasquez with 13. Boy, where would Heidelberg be without him? He's got 13 of their 39. 63-39 Raiders, 12:35 to go in the game. Jack Dunbar on the left wing, waiting for that screen by Vaden. Dunbar goes around it. Pick and roll to Sean. Oh, wow! Right-handed throw down for Sean Vaden. He's got 4. How about the wingspan on him? That's a 747 taking
That was
off.
crazy.
12:15 to go in the game. Mount up 65-39 in the corner. There goes a long three up and good by Gossam. He's got 6.
Yeah, I mean, they've just been running the same play. It's drive, penetrate, and dish out to the perimeter. And that time Heidelberg hit it. They've just had trouble shooting from the three-point line throughout this game.
John Vaden, top of the three-point line. Spins out a little bit of a trouble. Gets it over to Dunbar. Jack foul line extended over to Sean. Back to Dunbar. Another screen by Vaden. 6 on the shot clock. Cam Weakley's got it. Cam top of the three-point line. There she goes. Good! Another 3 by Cam Weakley. 14 for Cam. 68-42. 11:28 to go in the game. Johnson Nichols goes inside. Blocked by Vaden. That's number 3. Here comes Jared Taylor. Line lane into the corner. Dunbar 3. Hit the side of the backboard. Rebound Taylor. Gets it to Cam. 3. Oh, he missed that one. Rebound picked up by Johnson Nichols. 11:08 to go in the game. Raiders on top, 68-42. Vasquez goes around Taylor, put it up. Vaden, a little bit of a deflection. And the rebound picked off by Taylor. Mike Feuerlein says, all right, let's get a good shot now. Here comes Dante on the left wing. There she goes. Back of the rim, too strong. Not the shot they wanted there. 10:48 to go in the game. Here comes Gainey at the other end for Heidelberg, and a whistle and a foul. 10:45 to go in the game. 68-42 Mount Union. And the foul on Mount Union, and with that, an official timeout. All Raiders tonight, 68-42 Mount Union. 10:45 to go in the game. We'll take a break. It's Purple Raider basketball on AM 1310 WDPN, presented by Sarda.
Love endures, even for 2.5 centuries. Celebrate 250 years of loving freedom all month with SARTA and Ohio Loves Transit. Join us for free SARTA fixed route rides for everybody on Friday, February 13th. You'll love SARTA as much as we do. Plus, tell us your story of independence at lovesarta.com. Salute America's 250th anniversary all month. Join us February 13th for free rides and share your story of independence at lovesarta.com. SARTA means enduring love.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
You're listening to Mount Union basketball presented by Sarda on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here at the Mack Center, Sam Bourquin, Ryan Keller. Raiders 68, Heidelberg 42. 10:45 left to go in the game. Buckeyes lead USC 64-58 with about 8 minutes to go. Cavs 74, Wizards 57. They still have 2 minutes to go in the first half. Wow. James Harden's got 9 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds first half.
That's all he needs to do.
Gainey free throw for Heidelberg is good. You know, kind of wondering why Gainey doesn't start. He's like, they are much better with him in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a method to the madness. I'm not questioning what the coach is doing for sure, but it seems like when they brought him in, they pretty much left him in, and he's been a little bit of a spark. He's got 8. 68-44 Raiders. 10:40 left to go in the game. 1,068 the attendance here tonight. Had just under 1,900 on Saturday against Muskingum. Wilmington will be here Saturday at 1 o'clock. Would love to see you here for Senior Day. Jared Taylor's got the ball. He was triple teamed. Actually, he went into the old Bermuda Triangle there and lost the ball. Johnson Nichols, meanwhile, comes to the other end of the floor. Off-balance shot, no. Rebound, kicked out to Taylor. Mount's got a 3-on-2. Jarrett into the paint, 4-footer, back to the rim. No. Volleyball up in the air. Taylor's got it. Dante in the corner for a 3. Nope. Loose on the floor, picked up by Gainey. 10 minutes to go in the game. 68-44 Raiders. Mount Union looking for their 21st win of the season. Number 9 in the country at CAA Division III. Gossam's got it. Blocked by John Vaden. That's number 4. That one was just straight up mean.
He's so disrupted down there. Like, even when he's not blocking shots, how many times have you seen them penetrate, stop, reverse back out, and reset their offense?
Heidelberg to throw the ball in. They got a 10 on the shot clock. In the corner, Johnson-Nichols. Nichols out on top to Killens. Killens goes around Cam. A little floater from 6 around the rim. Nope. Rebound picked up by Jarrett Taylor.
Yeah, another disrupted shot by Vaden.
Yep. Here come the Raiders. Cam Weekly to the top of the key. Cam behind the three-point line. Right side, Collier. Dante to Taylor into the corner. Jarrett throws it right into the hands of Johnson-Nichols. Turnover, Mount Union. Other end of the floor, that's some put it high off the glass, no, but Bosma will shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Dante Collier. 9:18 to go in the game. Things getting a little sloppy. 68-44 Raiders by 24 here on 1310 WDPN and Q92radiosports.com. Free throw by Bosma, in and out, no good. Some people probably just tuned in now. They've been with us all night saying, how in the world did Heidelberg beat Mount Union 3 weeks ago?
Well, I mean, the shooting percentages are just swapped from the previous game.
Yeah.
Like right now, Heidelberg's shooting 32%, and I think Mount finished that game at 36. Mount's shooting 50% tonight, and that's about where Heidelberg was when they last played. So
Raiders with the ball down here in front of us. Weekly gets it out on top to Dunbar. Dunbar around a couple of screens, gets it to Cam. Shoot that 3, Cam. Glass rim, no. Look out, Vaden. Sean Vaden went way up in the air. Got tripped up while he was coming down. He's okay. And a loose ball foul is going to be on Heidelberg. That's going to be on Gossip. 8:59 left to go in the game. 68-45 Raiders. Here comes Lorich. Here comes Farrington. Here comes Moore. Here comes Kaysenheiser. And here comes Hamilton. So 5 in, 5 out for Coach Fuline. Lawal back in for Heidelberg. 8:59 left to go in this one. Purple Raiders 68-45. Although it's been a minute or so since they've scored.
yeah, both teams are 0 for their last. Well, Mount 0 for their last 6. Heidelberg 0 for their last 5.
Chance gets it over on the left wing to Kevin Moore. Moore, screen and roll with Elijah. Ball got poked away and stolen. Here comes Gainey for the Bird. Gainey coast to coast, put it up. No, rebound. Lawrence throws it down to Eli. Raiders got a 2-on-1. Eli goes inside, out of control. Lost the ball, picked up by Heidelberg. Here comes the Student Princes at the other end of the floor. Gainey took a pass underneath the hoop. Now he'll kick it back out to the left wing. 8:22 left to go in the game. 68-45. Mount Union by 23. Killens goes to the hole, put it off the glass and scored.
Breaks a 3:08 scoring drought for Heidelberg.
We could use a hoop.
Yeah,
tired of looking at that 68 up there.
3:13 for us.
Hamilton out on top to Eli. Left wing to Kevin Moore. Under 8 to go in the game. Lorich top of the key. Caleb, couple of dribbles, picks it up, gets it to Farrington. Elijah left wing, hands it off. That's Hamilton into the paint, cradles it, throws it up. No, but a foul.
You got to love.
I can almost guarantee you we're going to get a point here at the free throw line.
You got to love the tenacity of Hamilton, though. He's so short going in, going up against the 7-foot guy, drawing the foul.
And with that, we'll take a timeout. 7:49 left to go in the game. It's Mount Union by 21. 68-47. You're listening to Purple Raider basketball on AM 1310. WDPN, presented by SARTA.
SARTA need more opportunities for a strong community, new customers for small businesses, healthcare patients to their appointments, New Start County businesses, students and faculty to classes, and seniors to their activities. SARTA community partners count on us for so much. Nearly 1.5 million riders on 27 fixed routes, and nearly 100,000 ProLine rides for a total of 4 million miles. SARTA serves the community, and the community supports SARTA. Where to? SARTAMe.com.
You're listening to Mount Union basketball presented by SARTA on AM 1310 WDPN.
7:49 left to go in the game. Mount Union 68, Heidelberg 47. Welcome back to the Mac Center, 1310 WDPN. Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller. Tonight's game presented by SARTA, the Stark Area Regional Transit Authority. Shout out to Ralph Lee, Latrice, and the crew over at SARTA. All right, Kevin Hamilton's going to shoot a couple of free throws. Kevin, where are you, young man? 5 points tonight for Kevin Hamilton. Line right, first one up, and perfect. Again, almost 94% on the season at the free throw line. Hamilton now with 6, and the Raiders on top, 69-47. Kevin again, line right, a couple of dribbles, lets it fly, around the rim and in. Hamilton with 7. 70-47, Purple Raiders. 7 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in this one. Stick around, postgame show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game.
Fill it up, E! Fill it up, E! Fill it up!
Johnson Nichols has it way out on top to Bosma. Bosma throws it into the corner. Gainey on the wing for 3. In and out, no good. Bosma got the offensive rebound and put it in as once again Lorich hit the deck, trying to walk it off, or run it off, I should say. 70-49 the score. Bosma now with 11. It's the first student Prince to get into second to get into double figures tonight. Kaysenheiser on the wing, little 16-footer. Nope. Ball volleyballed up in the air by Lorich, and the rebound picked up by Heidelberg. Here comes Gainey, coast to coast. He's tough. Gainey with 10, all off the bench tonight for the student Princes. Mike Summy in his first year as the head coach here at Heidelberg. Farrington gets it down low, double pump, put it up. No, that's got to be a goaltend.
If you look at Gainey's knee as well, it's wrapped up, and he was limping when he came back down. So I imagine he's been suffering some knee injuries. I remember him last year doing good things when he played Mount Union up here as well. So
let's give Elijah the basket. He's got 12. That was a goaltend. So 72-51 Purple Raiders, 6:34 left to go in the game here at the Mack Center. Mount on their way to a 21-2 season. Gainey on the wing around the wall screen. Gainey top of the three-point line, steps back, shoots the 3. That's way off. Excuse me, rebound picked up by Hamilton. Raiders on a run out. Kevin will shoot that 3. It's good. Kevin Hamilton from downtown. He's got 10. 75-51 Raiders back to that 24-point lead.
Quiet 10.
Yes, very quiet. Coming up on 6:05 left to go in the game. Vasquez putting on a dribbling exhibition on the right wing to Bosma. Killens will shoot the 3 on the left wing. It's good. So Killens in double figures with 10. 75-54 Raiders. 21-point lead here at the Mack Center. 5:48 to go in the game. Kevin Hamilton on the left wing. The YSU transfer out on top. The chance. Kaysenheiser right of the wing. Kaysenheiser kicks it back out. Caleb shoots that 3. Back to the rim. Nope. Rebound picked up by Killens. Throws it down to Vasquez on the left wing as they bring it across the timeline to Heidelberg with 5.5 to go in the game. Vasquez double teamed on the left wing. Good defense by Hamilton. Now it's Killens inside. Dumps it off to Lawal with a 2-hand slam. Lawal with his first 2. The young man from Kaduna, Nigeria. 5:10 left to go in the game. It's a 19-point Mount Union lead, 75-56. Caleb Lorich on the right wing, guarded by the wall, back to Chance. Kaysenheiser fakes the 3, steps into a 17-footer. That's going to be short. Rebound picked up by Vasquez. The Berg on the run right to left. Vasquez down the paint. Needs help, gets it on the left wing to Killens. 4:50 to go. Killens goes foul line extended, goes inside, put it off the glass. No. Lawal with the rebound, up and good. So Lawal with 4, and Mike Feuline a little unhappy with the effort here the last couple of minutes, and we will take a full timeout. 4:43 to go. Purple Raiders 75 and Heidelberg 58. We'll keep it here because I think we still have another full to go.
Yeah, Mount has shot 2 of their last 12. And
yeah, they had a rough little 5-minute stretch.
Yeah, Heidelberg's on a 7-0 run over the last minute 14. So a little tired. See Caleb kind of sucking air a little bit, running up and down the court.
I think it's a good timeout. I think they needed, whether it was to get a little rest or Mike just wanted to say, hey, guys, I know we're up big. We've played hard, which is good, but You don't want any bad habits here at this point in the year. At home, on the road, big lead, small lead, you don't want to get away from who you are.
Plus, it gives you an opportunity to draw something up, a nice, easy play to get a clear bucket, get a clear look coming out of the timeout, try to get you back into the rhythm and the routine.
Coming out of the timeout, Purple Raiders with the ball. Kevin Moore on the left wing. 4:35 left to go. Out on top to Hamilton. Hamilton picked up by Killens. Uses the screen by Lorich. Hamilton on the right wing. Kevin goes underneath the hoop. Circles the hoop and brings it back out on the top of the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Hamilton lets rip. 18-footer good on the left wing. Kevin Hamilton. He's got 12. It's 77-58 Mount Union. Back by 19 with 4:11 to go in the game. Killens on the right wing. Out on top to Vasquez. Gets a Bosma screen. Vasquez gets it to Lawal. He traveled, and the ball will go back to Mount Union with 4:04 left to go. Wilmington will be here Saturday, 1 o'clock, tip on 1310 WDPN. Let's see here. Heidelberg. Connor Flood is coming in out of Sycamore, Ohio. 6'8" freshman.
It's a close game between Otterbein and Wilmington. It's 62-55, 11 minutes left in that game.
11 minutes. Holy cow. Yeah, we're down to 3:55 here. Farrington over on the left wing to Kasenheiser. Chance into Caleb. Lorich backing his man down. Little baby hook with a right hand up and good. Caleb Lorich with 4. You always want to kind of keep him involved somehow, some way. It's just good to keep 24 active. 79-58 Raiders, 3:35 to go in the game. Gainey on the left wing. Comes to a stop. Gets it out on top to Killens. Killens on Chance. Killens will shoot the long 3. Good. Boy, Kasenheiser was right in his face. Killens hit the 3. And there's nothing you can do there.
That's what he says. He's like, what am I supposed to do?
What are you going to do? Tip your cap. And a timeout called by Heidelberg, which will be turned into a full timeout. 3:24 left to go. Mount Union 79, Heidelberg 61. We'll take a break. You're listening to Purple Raider Basketball on 1310 WDPN, presented by Sarda.
Love endures, even for 2.5 centuries. Celebrate 250 years of loving freedom all month with SARTA and Ohio Loves Transit. Join us for free SARTA fixed route rides for everybody on Friday, February 13th. You'll love SARTA as much as we do. Plus, tell us your story of independence at lovesarta.com. Salute America's 250th anniversary all month. Join us February 13th for free rides and share your story of independence at lovesarta.com. SARTA means enduring love.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by Sarda on AM 1310 WDPN.
3:24 left to go. Raiders on top, 79-61. 3 fouls on Mount, 2 on Heidelberg, so not really an issue here, especially with an 18-point game. We'll see if Mount can just finish strong here now. Got 3 minutes to do so. Kevin Moore on the left wing. Out on top to Kevin Hamilton on the purple logo at midcourt. Swings it on the right side. Gets a Caleb screen. Out on top to Farrington. Left wing to Kasenheiser. Chance whistles it down low to Caleb. Lorich beat a double team. Put it up. No, got fouled. Caleb to the free throw line with 3:02 left. Looking to add to that 79-61 lead. Down in Columbus, Big Ten, Ohio State leads USC 78-71 with 3:37 left to go. Cavaliers up at the half, 76-61 over the Wizards. Caleb Lorich free throw is up and good, so Caleb's got 5. The senior, the young man out of Copley, 6'7", 200 pounds, Caleb Lorich.
He's been such a good addition to this program since he came over here. He's really bought in. He is like he's Mount Union, you know.
Yep. My only wish for him is if he just could have stayed healthy.
Yeah.
But he's battled every step of the way. Second free throw, no. It remains 80-61, but good guys get the offensive rebound. That's Hamilton on the left wing around an Eli screen. Kevin to Caleb. Right side to Kevin Moore. He'll shoot that three. That one's off. Rebound picked up by the student princes. That's Rayshawn Hubbard, who is in out of Cincinnati, Ohio, West Claremont High School. Shot inside, put up with the right hand, no good by Flood. Rebound picked up by Chance. Here come the Raiders with 2:30, and I think Mike Feline is going to go transition timeout.
Yeah.
And here we go. 5 in, 5 out with 2:26 left to go. Chris Knight, Carson Banks, Rodriguez, and Landon Lear, and Jack Davis. So 2:26 to go in the game. Get to watch the young fellows go out there for a little bit. Carson Banks on the right wing. Out on top to Lear. Gives it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes in the paint. Down the lane. Finger roll around the rim and in for Darius Rodriguez. Alliance Aviator, Darius Rodriguez. 2:04 to go. Raiders on top, 82-61 here at the Mack Center. Got a lot of new faces out there for both these teams right now. This is an announcer's nightmare. Heidelberg with the ball on the right side of the floor. That's Hubbard. Goes inside with the right hand. Flips it up and in. Hubbard with his first two. 82-63 Raiders with a minute 45 left to go in the game. Carson Banks steps into a three. Back to the rim, too strong. Ball tipped up in the air a couple of times, taken away by A.J. Adio. He is out of Richmond Heights. Adio's got it on the left wing. Ball goes into the corner. Darius Davis is in there from Fairborn, Ohio, a 5'11 junior, number 1 for Heidelberg. Hubbard on the right wing. Down to a minute 20 left to go in the game. Liddell Sewell goes inside, put it way off the glass, and it popped down through. Sewell out of Oak Park, Michigan with his first two, the freshman. Minute 8 to go. Lear goes inside, got his man up in the air, put it up, no, but Lear will shoot two line right. 82-65 Mount Union with 1:06 left to go in the game. Landon Year out of West Geauga up in Chesterland, Ohio. 6'2 freshman. There's Carson Banks out of Revere, Richfield, Ohio, where the Nance brothers played.
He's a lefty. We don't really have any lefties on this team. Huh?
Collier, about it.
Yeah.
I think. Free throw. Lear with the left hand, put it up and put it in. So Lear gets one. 83-65 Mount Union. Here comes Heidelberg. Exactly 1 minute left to go in the game. Mount Union, very impressive first half, and they're going to ride that baby all the way to the win column. Long three, top of the key off the side of the rim, no good by Hubbard, and the rebound will go out of bounds off of Heidelberg and back to the Raiders with 45 seconds left to go.
Hey, box 35, get. Box 35, get.
Saturday at 1, Wilmington will be here. Join us 1310 WDPN. If you can't make it over to the Mack Center, that's a 1 o'clock tip on Saturday afternoon. Chris Knight goes inside, throws it up and in while he got whacked in the left eye, and it somehow went in anyway. Chris Knight with his first two. 85-65 here. Purple Raiders by 20. Inside block by and a jump. Good call by the official. Chris Knight was ready to go off to the races after that tie-up. 21 seconds to go. You know what was going to happen there, right? 85-65. Raiders by 20. 21.8 to go in the game. So how about that, Keller? You and I get to spend Valentine's Day together on Saturday.
I told you I might not be here.
Oh, that's right.
It's not 100%, so we might be cuddled up next to one another.
Well, let me know by noon, okay?
I will.
Long three by Hubbard on the right wing. No. Ball goes out of bounds. 2.2 seconds left to go. They'll give it to Heidelberg. Chris Knight got hit again in the left eye. Boy, our guys have taken a little bit of a beating tonight.
Yeah,
Nothing malicious or on purpose.
Who do we want to talk to?
I'm thinking Cam Weekly.
All right.
That might be.
I was leaning that way, too. Coming off the bench, having a nice big
ball
game.
comes in, shot in the corner, rainbow three is good. That won't matter, not even in Vegas. And time is expired. Final score, Mount Union 85 and Heidelberg 67. The Purple Raiders go to 21-2 on the season. And again, they'll host Wilmington on Saturday afternoon here at 1 p.m. Purple Raiders led at the break. They put a 50-burger on the clock, on the scoreboard, and 29 more. I should say 35 more here in the second half, and they go on to win it 85-67. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We're going to get some of the numbers put together. Cam Weekly, the former Jackson Polar Bear, is going to join us courtside in a couple of minutes as well, so stick around as the postgame show is coming up next. Your final score here at the Mack Center, Mount Union keeps her rolling. Purple Raiders 85 and Heidelberg 67. You're listening to Mount Union Basketball at AM 1310 WDPN, presented by SARTA.
Grove Appliance has proudly served Northeast Ohio with great prices and service for the past 87 years. Whether it's a furniture upgrade for the family room, new appliances in the kitchen, or just a better night's rest you're looking for, Grove has something for you. Check out their showroom located at 350 East State Street in Alliance. That's Grove Appliance Furniture and Mattress, where they've been treating you like family since 1935.
SARTA need more opportunities for a strong community. New customers for small businesses, healthcare patients to their appointments, New Start County businesses, students and faculty to classes, and seniors to their activities. SARTA community partners count on us for so much. Nearly 1.5 million riders on 27 fixed routes, and nearly 100,000 ProLine rides for a total of 4 million miles. SARTA serves the community, and the community supports SARTA. Where to? SARTAMe.com.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Missed the big game? Don't worry. Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball presented by SARTA.
Welcome back to the Mack Center, everybody, as we're into the postgame show here on AM 1310 WDPN. Sam Bourquin and Ryan Keller. Final score here tonight in front of 1,068. Purple Raiders 85. And the Heidelberg Student Princes 67. Again, Cam Weekly is going to join us here in a little bit, courtside, and we'll talk to Cam about his 14-point explosion tonight. 3 threes. He did it all in about 17 minutes of work and helped give the Raiders a little wind behind their sails tonight as they scored 50 in the first half. And they go on for the win, 85-67 to go to 21-2 on the year. Wilmington will be here Saturday at 1, Senior Day, and that'll be fun. That'll be a good day here Saturday. The Purple Raiders and Wilmington. Wilmington was going up against Otterbein tonight. They were kind of keeping things close down there in Westerville.
I'm going to pull it back up here real quick. And
I think it was about a 6-7 point game last time we checked. Cavaliers lead the Wizards in the third quarter, 82-73. Down in Columbus in the Big Ten, Ohio State. Buckeyes lead USC. I think that game is getting close to the end. Oh, jeez. Ohio State 80, USC 78 with 1:45 left to go. So we'll
this Otterbein Wilmington game has got out of hand. 81-62. Otterbein currently up on Wilmington.
Right. That's in the bag.
Yeah, we can get some other OAC scores on here. Muskingum and Marietta. That's women's. Excuse me. Let's see.
While you're looking, I'll go ahead and I'll drop some more college scores. Florida leads Georgia 66-52. The Gators are ranked number 14 in the country. Texas Tech early lead over Colorado by the score of 30-19. And Michigan and Northwestern, they are just underway in Chicago. All right. Cam, the man, is here. How you doing, partner?
I'm good. How are you?
Brother, good to see you. Thanks for coming over. Congratulations on the win, first of all. And had the 3-ball fever working tonight, my man. Tim DeVevic is over here trying to take it all in. How about that? So, Cam, talk about your performance here tonight. And you gave the fellas a little lift tonight, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Just me coming off the bench, I just try to give everything I have for this team. Just anything I can do to win this game. And I think my coaches and teammates did a good job just finding me the ball, and I was hot tonight.
11 minutes, 35 seconds. You were 5 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 7 behind the arc. You also had 3 rebounds, 14 points. It seems when you get in, you're always ready. Do you take that upon yourself that, hey, no matter what, when Coach Mike calls my name, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get something done?
Oh, of course, yeah. I never know, how many minutes I'm going to play, so I just try to come in there, just bring max energy, max effort to my teammates and my coaches, and we had a good night tonight, good win tonight for us.
Do you know that things are feeling good for you in the pregame? Does it take you to get a little sweat going during the game? Because you were not hesitating. You were getting the ball. It looked good coming off your hands. The confidence was big time tonight.
Yeah, I give credit to my teammate Chris Knight. I've grown up with him for my whole life, but we do this little shooting workout before, or we get ready for warm ups and stuff. But yeah, I just give credit to him. He's my guy. I love him.
What's Chris like? He's a bundle of energy. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. I love Chris.
Cam Weekly is our guest. Mount Union winner tonight, 85-67. Saturday, you got Wilmington coming in, then you go down to Capital on Wednesday, and then the regular season will come to an end. 21-2 sounds really good. I know you guys got a lot more basketball to be played. How do you feel you're playing as a team right now?
I think we're doing great. 21-2, it sounds very good, but we gotta keep this up. We got 2 more games left to finish out the OAC as the number 1 seed, and that's our goal right now. That's what we want to get.
I got to ask you, who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
Of all time?
Mm-hmm. Did you pattern yourself after anybody shooting the ball, or just?
I like Klay Thompson. I like how he releases the ball. I try to just great shooters in the NBA. I just try to look at that and see if I can apply that to my game.
Good stuff. Cam, congratulations, my man. Thanks for coming over, and keep it rolling. We'll see you Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it. There he goes. Cam Weekly, our guest here, post-game on AM 1310 WDPN, as the Purple Raiders get it done by the score of 85-67, and they go to 21-2 on this season. He was, what's the word I'm looking? Efficient. He was very efficient tonight.
Very much so.
Good to see his high school coach, Tim DeVevic, here cheering him on and rooting him on. And that's another great thing about, especially here at Mount, and I know it happens at other schools too, but the fact that Coach Fuline goes out and gets, the best that he can of the available pool that's here from Northeast Ohio to come play here. And that's why former head coaches come down, moms and dads can come, grandma, grandpa, aunts and uncles, people just interested, and they want to say, hey, come see my nephew, come see my grandson. Come. And that's what has been built here since the time that Coach Fuline has been here. And here's just another example tonight where young man, gets some playing time tonight, gets 14 points. Family and friends are here to see it. It works. It's a win-win for everybody.
Oh, yeah. You can't go wrong with that. And, a lot of these kids, being from the area, Coach Fuline knows them. They played with his son. They grew up together. So he already has that personal relationship with them. Yep. It's just building that. And I'm assuming he's coached a lot of guys. He won a state title in Jackson. So he knows the program. He knows Coach DeBevic, who's over there, really well. And, it's nice for community to be able to come out and see him. And You have to love the local. It's not nothing against the guys who come from different areas.
Oh, no, not at all.
I mean, especially, you and I calling a lot of high school basketball. Like, I remember when Chance was a freshman and Cam a freshman, and you watch them grow up. So for us, it's a cherry on top to see them get to continue their collegiate career, and for us to be here courtside every game.
Sean Vaden is lurking. I'm thinking he's going to come steal my last piece of gum over here. I've got my eyes on you, young man. Mount Union wins it here tonight by the score of 85-67. Trying to. Hey, you don't want to nitpick. We got to find, I'm trying to be Coach Mike. Okay, what do I get into the guys about? What do I harp on a little bit? Is it just maybe a lazy stretch for a couple of minutes? Was it settling for a couple of threes when maybe you could have been more patient? I mean, you win 85-67. There's not a whole lot to get upset about and pick on, but if you're a college coach, especially, you always want to have something that you can talk to your guys about getting better and staying in the moment. And I'm just trying to figure out what else he could talk to him about.
I think when they get a big lead and that momentum's going and they're running, they get away from the type of basketball that got them the lead. So I keep all the stat papers that they give me, and it's for reasons like this. Like, if you go back in the first half, Mount Union shot 6 3-pointers. They were 4 of 6. Very efficient, high percentage shots. They also had 20 points in the paint. Now, when you go to the end of the game, in that second half, they were 5 of 18 from behind the 3-point line, and we only had 12 points in the paint. So they kind of got away from what got them that lead, running the basketball, transition basketball, high percentage shots in the paint. When they get that lead, they kind of get away from that a little bit, and it's let's just start chucking and seeing. I don't know if it's because they're comfortable in the lead that they can just kind of just shoot a little bit more. But that's the one thing. If you start getting against good teams late in the tournament, in the OAC tournament, or even in the NCAA tournament, teams aren't going to swap out and put their bench players in. They're going to fight until the very end.
Right.
And that's when you don't want them to be able to switch it on and off. You just want it to be on and just play that way. So I think they settle for, 3-pointers in the second half when they had that big lead instead of continuing to get down in the paint.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I get.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to.
Yeah.
I mean, you wake up tomorrow and say, hey, 85-67, what are you guys talking about? But yeah, the Raiders.
It's the officiating, Sam.
I know. What are you going to do? Let's check the NBA scoreboard here. Cavaliers lead the Wizards 89-78. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. What if I told you that Sam Merrill had 26 points tonight already for the Cavs?
Jeez.
Allen's got 17, Harden 13, Spida has 17. College basketball down in Columbus. This one should be about over. Minute to go. Ohio State 82 and USC 78. So that's about going to wrap it up for us here at the Mack Center. 1,068 in attendance. The Purple Raiders taking care of business. 85-67. Muskingum and Marietta.
Women's. They got women's mixed in with men. Otterbein 86, Wilmington 68. That one's a final. They don't have the men's. I got to hit the stats.
Why do they do that?
I don't understand it.
Come on, OAC.
So Ohio Northern 73, Baldwin Wallace 67. That one is about a final. And Marietta and Muskingum. Muskingum 82, Marietta 68. A minute left in that game. And then Otterbein a winner as well.
All right. That'll do it to it. Mount Union 85-67. They are now 21-2 on the season. Boy, that sounds good. For my partner, Ryan Keller, for Ryan Rainsberg back at the studio, and most of all, thanks for listening, everybody. We certainly do appreciate it. Final score one more time. Mount 85, Heidelberg 67. Sam Berkman saying so long and good night from Alliance, Ohio. You've been listening to Mount Union Basketball at AM 1310 WDPN, presented by SARTA. So long, everybody.